To simplify exponential expressions. Learning targets are to add, subtract, multiply, and divide exponential expressions. 3x plus 2x. This is what you call like terms. If you have 3x's and 2x's, you add them together to get 5x's. Negative 6x plus 4 is simply going to be negative 2x. Now in this case you don't have all like terms. You have two different sets. Start with the one that has the highest power. 3x squared and then plus 2x squared. 3x squared plus 2x squared would be 5x squared. And then your second set of like terms are simply the x's with the exponent of 1. 1x plus 3x's will be 4x. And always write your answer with the highest power first, x squared, and then the next power down, and so on. Again, add like terms. You have 3x squared minus x squared. That would be 2x squared. And then 5x minus 2x is 3x. Answer is 2x squared plus 3x. Like terms in this case, we have x to the third. So 4x to the third minus 3x to the third is 1x to the third. And then you have 4x minus x, which is 3x. X to the third plus 3x. 6x to the third minus 3x to the third, that would be 3x to the third. And then 2x minus 2x is 0. No need to write anything. Do not write 0x for any answer. If they cancel out, they're just gone. Drop this one off. The solution for the practice problem is that you have a negative 2x squared plus 5x squared. That's a 3x squared. And then here you have 4x minus 2x is plus 2x. 3x squared plus 2x. The solution to the practice problem, you have negative or minus 2x squared plus 2x squared. Those cancel each other out. Do not write 0x squared. Just don't put anything. And then you have negative 3x plus 4x. That's 1x. So the answer is x. The solution for this bonus problem is to distribute the 2 to each exponent inside. So that should be x to the fourth over y to the second. You would not make it something like x to the fourth, y to the second. That would not be right. The solution on this bonus problem. 5 times 3 is 15. And then add these two together to get 10. 15x to the 10th. In this example, you have an x and a y. You have x to the first, y to the first terms all the way through. Do them in alphabetical order. 3x minus 2x is simply 1x. And then 4y plus 3y is 7y. X plus 7y is the answer. In this example, do the x's first. Negative 4x plus 3x is a negative x. And then 5y minus 6y. Negative y, so it becomes minus y. Negative x minus y is the answer. If I simplify the x terms only to start with, then what is the end result? If I combine the x's. Negative 2x. And what about combining the y's? 3y. Negative 2x plus 3y is the answer. What do I get when I combine the x terms? 2x, and what about the y's? 2y, yes. 7y minus 5x. Oh, no. Yeah, there's supposed to be 2 y's, but the way it looks, yeah, there are 3 x's, so I guess this would not work out. We'll take that out and do 4x minus 2x is 2x, and then minus 5x would actually be negative 3x. And then you would just have 7y left over on that one. I thought I put 2 y's in this one. What do I get when I simplify the x terms? Negative 12x, and what about the y's? Yeah, so that would be negative 12x minus 13y. Drop this one off. Solution for the practice problem. 11x minus 8x is 3x, and negative 3y plus 6y is 3y. 3x plus 3y. X squared y to the third over x y to the second. Simplify the x's first. X to the second over x to the first. Your largest exponent is on top, so it's 2 minus 1. You're left with x to the first power on top. Your x goes where the largest exponent was. 2 minus 1 is 1, so we have x to the first on top. For the y's, we have y to the third over y to the second. 3 minus 2, and the largest exponent was on top, so that's where the y goes. And it's y to the first. Everything on the bottom canceled out, but you never leave anything over 1. So the answer is simply x, y. X to the fourth over x to the sixth. Your largest exponent is where? Top or bottom? Bottom. So that's where your x is going to be. 6 minus 4 is 2, so it's x to the second. Y to the 10th over y to the third. Is your largest exponent on the top or bottom? So that's where the y goes. And 10 minus 3 is 7. Y to the 7th over x to the second is the answer. X to the second over x to the sixth. Where is the largest exponent? Bottom, so that's where the x goes, and 6 minus 2 is 4. Y to the third over y to the seventh. Where is the largest one? That's where the y goes. 7 minus 3 is 4. So we had nothing left on top. What number should I write on top? 1, yes. 1 over x to the fourth, y to the fourth. X to the fourth over x to the second. Where is the largest exponent? Top, so that's where the x goes. 4 minus 2 from here is 2. And then for the y's, where does the y go? On the bottom, 5 minus 3 is 2. X squared over y squared. Where does the x go for this problem? And what's the exponent? Where does the y go? Exponent? And that's it. X to the fifth, y to the second. Drop this off. Solution for the practice problem should be x to the third over y to the second. It's the same as the last practice problem, except you have coefficients in here for 12 and 3. You must reduce those and then do the rest of the problem. 12 over 3 is 4. The 4 goes on top because that's where the higher number was at. Now x's, x to the second over x to the third, where does my x go? And what's the exponent? 1, yes. And y to the third over y, where does y go? Exponent. 2, yes. 4y squared over x is the answer.